Hey everybody, Drew here from Pella Cars. Honored to bring you guys a beautiful 2010 Honda CRV all the way up from Maryland. It's got 103,471 miles on it, and you know, these are known to last forever, so a good rust-free one from the south is a great start at getting to like 300,000 miles, which is not uncommon for these as long as they don't rust out. So it's in this beautiful bronze color with a black and navy blue interior. Just gonna walk you around and show you the outside and any flaws that it has, because they almost never show up in photos. So there's just, you know, some little things like this little scuff on the bumper, a couple stone chips on the hood. It's cleaned up as best as it could be for, you know, a below freezing day. It was extremely well maintained, and we're going to go over some of that as we go through the vehicle. There's maintenance stickers all over it. Maintenance was all done on time, and here's a good testament of just how well the previous owner loved it. It's got, these are almost new. They've still got the little things on them. These are Michelin tires. That's the most expensive tire you can buy for this car. So instead of getting, you know, the $55, $100, you know, $60 whatever Walmart tires, they got the best you can get, which is the Michelin. So like any CRV, these wheels on the base models, you know, this is an LX. It's still fully loaded with all the safety features and power windows, power locks, keyless entry, all that jazz. It just doesn't have leather in a sunroof or the aluminum wheels. These are steel, and their paint, you know, kind of wears. And this is probably the worst wheel, but we'll go over all four of them. It's got brand new front brakes, and the back brakes are fantastic. This side of the car has a couple things, like there's some door, as you can see along there, along that body line right where my pinky is, there's some little scuffs from doors hitting it over the years. There's a decent little ding right there. On the back here, there's a scuff right there that somebody touched up. Not much on the tailgate. Another good size chip in the paint there that's been touched up. On this side, not too much. That's the worst wheel of all of them. And you can get, if this is a deal breaker, reach out, because they do make a plastic cover for these that it literally, it's like a clad that goes over, and you know, from across the parking lot they look the same. But I'd be nervous to do that on my car, just because, you know, I wouldn't want to hold plastic up against metal and then, you know, put it through 6 months of, you know, salty mush. Again, you know, all four tires, by the way, are like pretty much almost brand new. They probably got about 95% of their tread left and still have the little fuzzy things. Again, back brakes are recent and fantastic. Not too much cosmetically here. Same thing. This body line sticks out, so it catches the edges of, you know, other people's doors and such. Excuse me. Underneath is exceptional. So Maryland, the Baltimore area, they get maybe 10-12 inches of snow per year. So as you see, there's nothing more than just a little bit of you know, surface rust. So any piece of metal that you get wet and leave outside is going to do that, but it's not crusty and flaking like a Rochester car. You know, a Rochester car would be all just, you know, brown and nasty under here. That heat shield on the gas tank, you can see it's got a little surface rust, but the gas tank itself is perfect. Frame rail is perfect. Going to show you guys underneath the front. Just absolutely remarkable. And again, these are known to last, you know, I see them all the time with 250, 300,000 miles on them, you know, down south, but you don't up here. And it's not because, you know, they break down, it's because they rust out. So that's why almost all of our inventory comes from Baltimore and Richmond. We have deals with shipping to get cars from there, so they're much cleaner cars. I'm going to show you guys inside. So the seats had a decent amount of discoloration on them. It actually shows up worse on camera. Like, as I look at it, it's hard to see, but it's more obvious in the camera here, and my hand looks brighter too, for what that's worth. But there was a decent amount of what I believe to be either sunscreen or body lotion on the seats. I got it off as best I could. These are very difficult seats to keep clean. It's like a flat polyester fabric, and the carpets are polyester as well, and they're almost like a Velcro. So like any towel or microfiber you go, you know, to wipe them with, it like sticks to it. So very difficult. But the front came just about, you know, just about perfect. The dashboard is absolutely perfect. The steering wheel has some wear on it from the sun. That's another thing. If this is a deal breaker, don't walk away from the car just yet, because we have a solution. It is possible to get a new steering wheel if we can find one in good shape, or I have these it's like a leather cover that actually gets sewn on. It takes quite a while. I have a video I can send you on a classic car from Japan. It was a late 80s turbo diesel car from Japan where I show basically how to install a custom leather cover, and they look great. So you know, the wheels and the steering wheel, there are solutions. They just, like everything, have pros and cons. So reach out if you want to discuss that. Again, perfect dashboard. It does have, very important, it has side airbags, so that protects your, you know, your rib cage and all that from a side collision. It has, that's just the front seats, by the way, in this era. It has side curtains, so all four window, you know, all four passengers, obviously not the middle person, but all four passengers sitting near a window's heads are protected from those windows. And of course, a front and driver side and passenger side front airbag. And it has stability control. That's huge. In 2006, I believe it was, the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety stated that if every car in the United States had that, there'd be 10,000 less fatalities per year that only involve one car, meaning the car goes off the road and rolls or hits a tree. So single car crashes, not crashes with another car. 10,000 lives a year would be saved if every car has that, and this one does, so that's great. The back is where you'll find most of the interior drama. That I tried just about everything. Again, processes are limited in the winter, but this is literally like Velcro, and there's no getting that out of there. And you know, not to, you know, write it off, but if I did, it would get back like that relatively quickly. So unfortunately, that's as good as that carpet's going to come. And there's a little bit of discoloration on the front edge of the seat, again, which I believe from my own personal life and my own personal vehicles, our vehicles, is either sunscreen or body lotion. In the back here, very clean cargo area, and it does have the privacy mat, which is good. That covers, the seats recline up against it, and it covers your cargo so people can't see in there. So I'm going to take you guys for a drive. It drives like a brand new car, with, again, 103,471 miles on it. It also has, by the way, an auxiliary input and cruise control. The aux might be a little bit irrelevant in today's world because almost all phones are Bluetooth only now, but they're like 15 bucks on Amazon for something that receives your Bluetooth signals from your phone and then beams them to the FM radio, which of course it does have. So we're gonna try to get you guys up to highway speeds here. It's got a plenty powerful 4-cylinder. It's a 2.4 liter, the famous K24 4-cylinder, which is a super sought-after motor by race enthusiasts, so for its durability. So that's a good thing, of course, in a family vehicle. It means if it can handle racing, it could definitely handle getting groceries and getting to work. So we're going about 60. Take my hands off the wheel. It's kind of tough here. As you see, drives perfectly straight, and I'll hit the brakes kind of hard. Again, perfectly straight, doesn't pull or anything like that. So anyways, I'm Drew. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you want to purchase this vehicle online, you absolutely can. You could do so through the website or initiate the process through the website, www.pellacars.com. But of course, we would love to meet you in person and do a test drive and you know, meet you and do all the paperwork in our office. You could set up that appointment at 585-771-0111, or again through the website, www.pellacars.com. And hey, if you want to be notified when we post more vehicles, you could subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. The only thing we use this channel for is these video walkarounds and test drives. So you'll only be notified when there's more cars, which are almost always, virtually always, southern, low mileage, affordable cars like this one. So also too, while I was telling you that, you saw some pretty good bumps, no rattles, no shakes, nothing like that. So anyways, thanks for your time. Take care. Bye.